Hello, everybody. Welcome to my fourth speech. It's my persuasion speech. It's going to be on teamwork. What is teamwork? Why is it important? Working as a team can go a long way. If you work as a team, you can achieve many goals, many things. You can get a lot more stuff done working as a team compared to working as an individual. Working as a team sometimes is very stressful. It can be stressful because most people like to work on their own. Not a lot of people like to work in a team. If you take football is a team sport. You got to work as a team in order to win. Quarterback can't do everything on his own. Offensive line has to help him block in order to get the ball where it needs to go. Defense needs to help keep the offense from scoring, or you can't win a game. Now let's discuss the advantages of working as a team. Some stuff you do as a team, you need support, quality, direction, work is evenly distributed, shared responsibilities, learning from each other, and it improves your communication skills. Working together. Like I mentioned before, working together goes a long way. In recent years, you see in the military, they're fighting a war on terrorism. They got to work with other countries to make it happen. They can't just do it all on their own because they never get it done. Disadvantage of working together. A lot of conflict happens. One person likes to be the boss and make everybody else listen. It's not going to work that way. One person puts an idea in, everybody should share their thoughts and ideas and come together and make everything collectively happen as a whole. Unequal involvement on tasks and different rewards. So if you're working as a team, most of the time one person will task out everybody else and say, hey, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do, this is what I'm going to do, we're all going to do equal amount of work. Versus if you're working as an individual, you don't have that help. You don't have that teamwork. You don't have somebody backing you up saying, hey, let me help you with this. Hey, this is a good idea. Maybe we should go ahead and do this. Now, let's discuss working independently. Working independently may have some disadvantages, but there are also advantages as well. Some advantages are there's less distractions. So, take it, if you're working by yourself, say you're at the job, like my job, I work in a prison. I work in a control booth. There's a lot of distractions in there. Even though I'm working by myself, there's a lot of distractions going on because I gotta focus on one point, see what this person's doing over here, make sure this person's not doing something over here, and so on and so forth. If I have somebody helping me, then it makes it easier because they can go take care of a situation here while I'm taking care of a situation over there. Other advantages are reward incentives, individual credibility. Disadvantages, lack of support, disruptivity between each other. It can take longer to complete a task. So by taking longer to complete a task, it means say you got 2 or 3 people working on the same thing, you can get it done in like 15-20 minutes compared if you're working on yourself, it's going to take like an hour or 2 hours. And it's better just to have that sole teammate instead of working by yourself. Now I'll talk about the different ways to establish teamwork in the workplace. Communication is the biggest thing with teamwork. It should start from the top, work all the way to the bottom. So the top man should know what the bottom man knows, and the bottom man should know what the middle man knows. Everybody should have the same information flow no matter where you go. So if my supervisor says, hey, I want you to go over here and do this, but another guy comes, hey, I want you to go do this, you need to tell him, well, this person just told me, hey, I need to go take out the trash. And you're telling me, hey, well, I want you to go wash the car. So you need to be on the same page so you're not making somebody mad and be like, well, let me take care of this and then I'll come help you with that. Sharing ideas and thoughts, clear understanding of what needs to be accomplished, be clear and concise, and remain open to suggestions. Remain open to suggestions is the biggest part of teamwork. always take suggestions from everybody. You could say you think you could do it one way, but the other person says, "Hey, let's try it this way. I've done it this way before and it works." So instead of you saying, "No, I want to do it my way," take what they say and you go with it. Be like, "Yeah, okay, maybe that's a good idea. Let's try it your way." And if their way doesn't work, then you can go back to your way. It's all part of being that team player. Trust and loyalty. Being on time for work, showing up for work, completing all aspects of the task given, speak collectively, and don't single people out. Being on time for work. Well, if you don't show up on time for work, how can you be a team player? If somebody's expecting you to show up, say you start work at 5 o'clock, and you're supposed to be there at 4:45. That person's expecting you to be there at 4:45, so you can be ready to go to work at 5 and help them get the job started, get going, have everything in place for the night, discuss what's going to go on. If you're late for work and you don't show up for work, then what good are you to a team? You're not a team player. You can just say, well, I don't feel like coming in today because I have a headache. Okay, if you have a headache, take Tylenol, take something for it. Come into work, help the person. But if you're really sick, then call the person, "Hey, I'm really not feeling good today." That way they know you're not going to be there and they don't expect you to be there. Completing all the aspects of the task given. Don't start something and not complete it. If you start something, finish it. Don't say you're going to do something and then you don't do it. Especially when the supervisor says, "Hey, I want you to go get this paperwork and run it over to the office." Well, in between that, you run paperwork to the office and you stop talking to your buddy. That's not a good thing, so don't do it. In conclusion, after reviewing the differences between teamwork and working alone as an individual, it is clear that teamwork is an important aspect to a work environment of multiple people. We take a look at the military today. They can't work alone because they'll never accomplish the mission on terrorism. If everybody worked as an individual, then nothing would get done. Famous saying, famous quote. I'll leave you with this as I end the speech. Teamwork makes the dream work, but a vision becomes a nightmare when the leader has a big dream and a bad team. John C. Maxwell. Thank you everybody for coming. Appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed my speech, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.
I gotta do this again. I ain't had no drink.